Hello and welcome back to our channel where we discuss everything related to real estate wealth. Today I'll be talking about undivided versus divided co-ownership. I get the question all the time and I love explaining it. My name is Aguinaga, real estate broker at LJ Realties. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. It keeps me motivated to make more videos like this one. Simply put, a divided condo is just like buying a house or any other product on the market. You're going to have your own lot number, your own municipal and school tax account. You can go to any bank for your mortgage and you can put as little as 5% down payment. Same goes for insurance policies. You can shop around and go with your preference. You have a lot more say on how you organize yourself as a homeowner. You'll have a general set of bylaws made by the building as a whole for all the co-owners to follow. For example, you'll be able to renovate your bathroom to your own taste. However, the building will likely require the work be done by a licensed contractor with a valid insurance policy. Furthermore, you can rent out your divided condo much easier. You'll likely have some restrictions to follow, such as no short-term rentals, but other than that, you're able to use the unit as an investment property quite easily. It is important to carefully read the Declaration of Co-Ownership to understand what is permitted and what is forbidden. Now, let's go into undivided co-ownership as it's a little bit different. Think of it as you're buying shares of a company and the building that houses all the units is the company that you're buying into. Let's say you own 3% of that building. That means that you are responsible for 3% of the tax account for the entire building. While you own 3% of the entire building, you have the exclusive right of use of your private portion. When purchasing an undivided condo, you must put a minimum of 20% down payment, and you can only finance it with one of two banks in Quebec, Desjardins or National Bank, depending on which bank already has the building mortgage contract. Meaning, all the co-owners of the building must use that specific bank branch to service all their mortgage needs. Another important thing to note is that not all the banks let you rent it out. Therefore, you have to make sure you get approval from the bank themselves, and sometimes, depending on how the indivision agreement is written, you have to get approval from the fellow co-owners. It's imperative that you read the indivision agreement thoroughly to know exactly what you're signing on to. It's also important to note that this form of ownership is more of a partnership. You're a little bit more involved with everybody else than in a standard divided co-ownership. When purchasing a property, I always highlight important items for resale. Since divided properties allow for smaller down payments, it typically fosters for a bigger pool of buyers. Not everyone can afford or will be comfortable putting 20% or more down. Keep this in mind when considering which type of property is best for you. Ultimately, it's incredibly important to thoroughly read through the documentation for either of the two types of co-ownership. Each declaration of co-ownership, which is for divided properties, and indivision agreements for undivided properties will vary. Make sure you do the research on the property. Neither is better than the other. It comes down to personal preference and your intentions for the property. Those are top-level differences between undivided and divided co-ownership. If you have more questions, please feel free to reach out. It would be my pleasure to dive into the topic even further with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment for more content like this. As always, thank you so much for watching.